Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Forgotten Fox, call me Hunter. I'm gonna go over kind of a tier list type thing of shit and atomic crops, starting with the animals. There's gonna be like two tiers of animals. It's gonna be the normal you'll find in the lower areas, then there's gonna be the kind of upgraded versions in the more difficult areas. Then I'm gonna go on to defense, then tractors. So yeah, let's start this off with the tier 1 versions of the animals with the cow. I think the cow's the best because the cow waters your shit. It's a necessity basically. The cow, yeah, that honestly that's all it does, but that is super useful. You're the only person in there. You're the only player playing. There might be a dual mode, whatever, but you're watering all your crops, so having a helping hand with the cow is nice. Then next up would be the bee, which is the bee pollinates your crops and helps them grow faster. The faster they grow, faster you can collect them, get more money, all that shit. It's pretty nice. Next up is the pig, which goes around, digs up soil, and then has occasionally digs up crust. So pretty useful. I've yeah, pretty basic, not basic, but it can be useful, but it's definitely not the best. The next up is the final in the tier ones, which is the chicken. Chicken fucking sucks. What the chicken does is the chicken goes, takes out weeds occasionally, and shits out eggs, which give you money. Not that good. That's what I personally believe. It's shite. The chicken just goes on the farm, gets weeds. You might think that'd be very useful, but weeds come by so much. They spawn so easily. It's basically useless if you don't have any items for the eggs. Certain items fuck with the eggs, which makes them a lot better, but yeah, shit without them. Then let's go to tier 2. Tier 2, the top would be the hog. The hog is a badass. He does the same stuff as the pig do, I'm guessing better, but also fucking rams your goddamn enemies. It's awesome. The fucking hog does 100 damage, which is a lot, to your enemies. So, digs shit up, kills things. He's really nice. Next up is the hummingbird, which is the bee upgraded, and instead of boosting one crop, he boosts an area of crops, which when you get to later seasons, it's very nice because you'll have 20 things there, 30 things, so he's getting all of them, so it's great. Then next will be the grass-fed cow, which the only thing the grass-fed cow does is water, but water's faster, so it's nice. I can't put him higher though, because he doesn't have anything more special going into this tier 2-ness. Then last is the turkey. The turkey does what the chicken does, eats weeds and then drops eggs. But the eggs give more money. That's about it. So, going over the shit again there. In tier 1, I'd go cow is the most prioritized, then bee, then pig, then chicken. Then for tier 2, I go hog, then hummingbird, then grass-fed cow, then turkey. Now, next up, let's go into defense. So, defense, there's 3 things you can plant that'll help scare shit away or attack shit, but I have another thing in there at the end, because just kind of threw them in with the rest of these things. Now, the number 1 is the current, which is an upgraded version of the turret that only comes from the tree monster. The current does 45 damage per shot, which is 3 times the amount that the normal turret does. It's nice, but it's pretty rare. Yeah, it's pretty rare. So, it's nice to get, it's really cool to get, but yeah, you get it from the tree beast, so you got a chance, maybe. Don't expect to always get it, though. Next will be the turret, which does 15 damage, shoots shit. You can buy it in the market if it's there. You can buy it with roses if it's in the specialty, whatever the fuck. You can find it out. I always try to get a few of these guys just to help. I get it because it kills things. It does its job, and it's like the only thing that does its job. Next up is the Scarecrow, which just bounces the things away. If any enemies get too close to it and hit it, it just bounces them away, which, I don't think it's very good, but it's only 100 cashies, or $100 throughout the whole game. The turret goes higher in cost the longer you play, the more seasons you go through. The Scarecrow's just there. I'd never pick it up if you find it in a pen. Always pick whatever that next thing is. Yeah, honestly, because it's only 100 cashies or $100. So it's cheap. It does something. Doesn't do damage, but whatever. Then last will be the drone. The fucking drone. The drone sucks. At least that's what I personally believe. The drone does 100 damage, but shoots very slow. Like every probably 10 seconds, I feel like, maybe 5 seconds. It's pretty shit. And it follows you around, but I don't like it because it's uncommon, so you don't get him that often. When he does something, it's nice, but he usually doesn't do something. He just sits there and watches you die. Okay, so to recap, turret number 1, then turret, then Scarecrow, then drone. Now let's go over to tractors. Starting off with tractors, let's go with the Megaton. Megaton is a thing you can get from a tree monster thing. Again, so don't expect to get this thing a lot. What it does is, when you use it, it has a huge explosion, which kills shit. If you put the radius on your plants or crops, they grow, and then it gives seeds and will also cut weeds. So it's an all-around really good thing. It's awesome. You can use it on bosses. You can do whatever the fuck you need to. It's strong. Next up, fucking hell, there's a weed whacker out there. Fuck. Oh well. Talking about weed whacker, let's go with the Wackle Tractor. The Wackle Tractor is the thing that cuts weeds. I see it as basically you have to get it. That's at least what I believe, because in the later seasons. Okay, shut up thing. Okay. This tractor cuts weeds, and in the later seasons the weeds pile up everywhere, so I believe you need to use it to cut all the weeds and keep everything fresh and keep your farm fresh without any weeds. God, that sounds weird. You could say that maybe the chickens or turkeys will take over. Nah, they don't. Weeds grow way too fast. And since weeds have a chance of dropping seeds, pickaxes, and fertilizer, that still applies with the tractor. So you can get a ton of seeds, you can get a pick or whatever the fuck. So it's very useful. Then next up, I have the sprinkler, which I had to look into. The sprinkler is really nice. What the sprinkler does is whatever you land it on or put it on. God, that's annoying. Shut up, thing. Shut up. What the sprinkler does is wherever you place it, it does an area thing where it waters your crops. No shit. That's why it's called the sprinkler. But it also gives you seeds for what you throw it on, and then for more, not rarer things, but more useful things like heartbeats and roses and then trees, it has a chance of giving them those as well. So it waters shit, gives you seeds. It's very nice. It just gets outshined by the Wackle for me. Then next up is the wood chipper, which is just a mob grinder. You throw it down, mobs get sucked into it, or not mobs, fucking no. Enemies get sucked into it, it deals damage, and then gives you fertilizer. Which is nice, but compared to the other stuff, meh. Then last is the tunneler. Tunneler's it's shit. The tunneler's shit. What the tunneler does is when you activate it on your farm, you can break one piece of crust. So it's a pickaxe disguised as a tractor. But then, it has a special feature, just the greatest special feature, that if you're out in the wilderness, you can dig a hole and then go straight back to the farm. That's pretty fucking useless when each area has like 2 to 3 different holes for you to go back to your farm. So, why even use it? Just don't. I mean, if you got nothing else, I guess. But it's bad. Whatever. It's useless. I see. Get anything else. Okay. So, as a recap, tractors, number 1 would be Megaton, because next up will be the tractor, the Wackle Tractor. Yeah, tractor, fuck no. Yeah, the Wackle Tractor. Then the Sprinkler, then the Wood Chipper, then the Tunneler. Of course, this is all my thoughts on the shit. This is what I believe the tier list would be for. Well, this is what the tier list is for me. What I believe is the best to what I believe is worst. Yeah, I've played about 60 hours of this game. I have a lot of fucking fun with it. So, y'all should check out other videos on it. See if y'all would like it. It's kind of like Binding of Isaac, kind of like Enter the Gungeon. Of course, those are the other type of games I play, and I enjoy this. So, if you enjoy those games, play this shit. Tell me in the comments if you think something's better, something's worse, something should be changed, or whatever the fuck. Yeah. See y'all.